friends, and welcome back. In today's video, we're talking about something that's crucial for anyone looking to overcome obstacles and thrive in the face of adversity. We're talking about mental recovery. Whether it's from a failure, setback, or injury, how quickly you can bounce back mentally is often the key to long-term success. So, how do you recover fast and come back stronger? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. Let's unlock the power of mental recovery. Failure and setbacks are a part of life. No matter how skilled, talented, or experienced you are, you'll face moments of disappointment. It's inevitable. But what really separates the successful from the stagnant is how you recover from those moments. The truth is, mental recovery is just as important as physical recovery. After a failure or setback, if you don't give your mind the time and space to heal, it becomes harder to perform at your best moving forward. Mental recovery is about acknowledging the setback, processing your emotions, and then shifting your focus back to your goals. Without mental recovery, you risk carrying that failure with you, which makes it harder to move forward. So instead of letting setbacks define you, learn how to bounce back faster and more effectively. Now let's talk about some of those practical techniques for emotional recovery. The first one is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings after a setback is incredibly powerful. It allows you to get everything out of your head and onto paper, making it easier to understand what happened and why you're feeling the way you do. Journaling doesn't have to be fancy or long. Just take a few minutes to reflect on what went wrong, how you feel about it, and what you learned. This self-reflection can give you clarity and perspective. It can also help you separate yourself from the situation rather than internalizing it as a personal failure. Another technique is relaxation. Deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation are all great ways to calm your mind and let go of negative emotions. When you relax, you create the space for new insights and ideas to come in, which is essential for moving forward. When it comes to recovery, athletes offer us the best lessons, especially when it comes to bouncing back from injuries, both physical and mental. After a major injury, an athlete's journey is often just as much about mental recovery as it is about physical recovery. In fact, the mental part can often be the hardest. For example, when an athlete suffers a serious injury, they not only have to heal their body, but they also need to rebuild their confidence. The mental recovery process involves working through the fear, frustration, and uncertainty that come with setbacks. Athletes like Tiger Woods, who faced long stretches of injury and recovery, show us how powerful mental resilience is. They don't just focus on the healing of the body, they also focus on mental conditioning to come back stronger. One of the most important, yet often overlooked aspects of recovery is self-compassion. We tend to be our harshest critics, especially after a failure or setback. But beating yourself up will only prolong the recovery process. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and patience that you would offer to a friend going through a tough time. Instead of telling yourself, "I'm a failure," try saying, "Oh, this was tough, but it's okay to feel upset. I'm going to learn from this and move forward." When you show yourself compassion, you give yourself permission to heal and grow, rather than staying stuck in a cycle of negative self-talk. Reframing setbacks as learning opportunities is one of the most powerful ways to bounce back faster. Instead of viewing a failure as something that defines you, see it as feedback, an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. The most successful people in the world, whether they're athletes, entrepreneurs, or leaders, see every setback as a stepping stone to greater success. Here's an example. Michael Jordan, who's often called the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. That could have been the end of his story. But instead, Jordan used it as motivation. He reframed that setback as a lesson, and it drove him to work harder and become the champion we know today. Take a moment to ask yourself, what can I learn from this setback? What's the one thing I can do differently next time? When you reframe your challenges in this way, you shift from feeling defeated to feeling empowered. So, how do you bounce back faster from failure or setbacks? It's all about giving yourself the space to recover mentally, whether it's journaling to process your emotions, practicing self-compassion, or reframing setbacks as opportunities. You can take control of your recovery process and become stronger. Mental recovery isn't just about healing, it's about growing and evolving. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on mental performance and resilience. Also, leave a comment below. What's your go-to technique for bouncing back after a setback? I'd love to hear your strategies. Remember, stay focused, stay confident. Thanks, everyone.